Hey beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while. I will be explaining why I've really been absent for the past few months, just not in this video. I will be explaining that soon. So it's not a secret that from the beginning of this YouTube channel, I have talked about my divorce story. I talked about how I married the wrong man, but actually my first video that I actually posted on here was during my separation. I was explaining that I was separated from this man. I don't understand where I'm going in life. I don't know where this is going to end, if it was going to end in redemption or if it was going to end in divorce. The Lord led me to do that. He told me to start recording this journey. But my biggest goal with Journeying to Self was not to share my divorce story. My biggest goal with Journeying to Self was to help women who needed to know that they were not only a statistic or they were not doomed for failure because of how their life started. I come from a broken household. My mom and dad were not married. I lived with aunts and I lived away from my parents. So I dealt with rejection. I dealt with abandonment. Leaving my adolescence, I ended up getting pregnant. I had abortions and I got pregnant at 18 or 19, had my child at 20. That led to a lot of brokenness, a lot of issues. I gave my life to Christ wholeheartedly. I mean, I went from 0 to 10, or maybe 9. But salvation did not keep me from making bad decisions. I was still broken. I was still very much dealing with the spirit of abandonment and rejection and insecurity. All of this led me to marry the man that I was not meant to marry. I was completely desperate for love, completely desperate for acceptance and validation. All of that was a perfect recipe to have me caught up with somebody who was really detrimental to me. I share all of that to say God is not a respecter of persons. You can have God's best. It doesn't matter where you started. It doesn't matter where you ended up. It doesn't matter the mistakes you've made, the baggage that you have. You can have God's best, and God wants his best for you. And so if you've been divorced, I know what that's like. I know what it's like to love the Lord and want so badly to make him happy and make him proud of you and not want to disappoint him, not want to disappoint the people around you, not want to look like a failure, not want to look like a heathen to your church family. Maybe you're single and you're trying to navigate, how do I hold tight to my Christian values, but date and desire companionship and desire to be booed up? How do I balance both of those really, really strong desires? Or maybe you're married, but you're not necessarily happily married. Your first step is always to submit to the Father. Every desire that you might have, I don't care how badly you want to run out that front door, fully submit to God. Submit everything to the Lord and ask him, what is it that he wants you to do? If you're being abused, physically, mentally, emotionally, it's all abuse. The only difference between physical abuse and mental abuse, you can see physical abuse. But mental abuse, you cannot see. No one can really help you. So if abuse is happening, find refuge. Women who stay in abusive relationships too long may not get to see the other side of it. Long journeys are always better when you're with someone. So consider subscribing, tap the notification bell so that you're notified every time I post. Follow me on Instagram. We're having fun over there. Share this with anybody you think will benefit from it or can relate to it in any way. And I love to hear from you guys. So go ahead and put in the comment section 2 things. Which category you find yourself in and what's the hardest part of your season right now. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Remember, stay on the path God has for you. It's easier that way. Bye.